Hey guys, so we're back on the Rabbit. It's been a little while. I'm just gonna go through what I've done and what needs to be done now that I found out a few problems with it. So take a little walk around. So the gas tank's in, it's all installed. The brakes, I fixed the brakes. There was too much time being spent on those, a lot of issues, and I think there honestly still might be a leak in here. Obviously the light will show back. I still got a wrench sitting there. I gotta pop that off. The fuel, the breather hose, when you fill a tank, I gotta get a light. So the breather hose, I had to fix. I don't know, shrinkage from over the years. I had to put a little piece in there. It was disconnected about 1.5 inches, 2 inches there. So that's in there. No more gas smell. Again, the brakes I think are leaking still a little bit, like barely. You know, it takes about a night, then you start seeing maybe a drip or so. So they're seeping. I get that wrench out. So yeah, we're gonna bring her up and show you what I found out with this car. Maybe why it was in the junkyard in the first place. So let's bring her up. Hood's open, so we can't go all the way up. How about that light? Raman sensor. Perfect under the hood light. Thanks again, guys. So, I've noticed, just look underneath the tranny, underneath the torque converter in the flex plate. So I'm looking here, if you can see this with the light, bear with me. Torque converter. Torque converter should not be going back and forth like this, and should not be spinning. I should not be able to spin the torque converter with my hand. And so, come to find out, so this is where the bolts screw in to the torque converter from the flex plate. So there's a hole here. I'll show you where the bolt goes. So that's one of the bolt holes right there. Don't mind the other two. So that little nub bolt goes through here and there. There's 3 of those. They're all missing, and 2 of them are sheared off. Why? No clue. One doesn't have one in at all. Also, I found out that they had a ground wire hooked from the positive here. Yeah, positive's here. From the negative over to the valve cover, which is this wire right here. And I was wondering, why is this here? Come to find out, the main ground on the car, so there's a little wire here. The little wire goes to the frame rail. Big wire goes to the transmission or transmission mount. That wire is just hanging. So apparently they're trying to wonder, why isn't the car starting? What's going on here? And they couldn't figure it out, so they added this. That's hooked up right now. So there's power. With the tranny being sent, I think that's why this was in the junkyard. So that being said, I'm gonna end up pulling the tranny. I'm gonna make it a manual. I'm just gonna go manual. I'm not gonna put an automatic 3-speed automatic back in the car. They're dogs and just not doing it. Everything else about the car is original, but it needs to be done. It should have never been an automatic. So I'm gonna start prepping to take this tranny out, and that's what's gonna happen. Tranny needs to go. Manual needs to go in. I got most of the parts. I do need the shift linkage. I don't have any more of those in my parts. So, you know, shifter stock, linkage all the way to the front. I do have the linkage that goes over the manual steering rack to the tranny. I got that linkage. Everything else will be fine. There is something else I do need. I was just thinking about it. Now I cannot remember what it is, but yeah, I'll get back to that. So I'm gonna start preparing to take this tranny out. I totally forgot. So the car does start. This is not going to be one of those dramatic first start videos. I'm just going to show you before I drop the tranny. It does start. So I had to clean out the fuel injectors. Should have showed that, but sometimes I get ahead of myself. I just want to get stuff done really quick, and I just do stuff and without videoing. And I got to stop doing that, and I got to start videoing more. So I'm going to show you what starts. And one more thing I'm gonna mention, so you know, on this video, you're gonna hear it. It's very loud. There's only a downpipe. The exhaust is off, and there is, as you've seen, the flex plate is not mounted to the torque converter, so it scrapes, it rubs as it rips around pretty fast. So it's loud, but at least you'll hear it run. So let's do it. It's so loud. You'll love that. Wow. Like I said, it's very loud. Runs good. It's charging. That's a plus, so we just gotta get this monstrosity out of here. So there it is. It runs. It's very loud, as I said. And let's get this tranny out of here. Get a manual tranny in here. And, you know, get this thing back on the road where it belongs. So till next time, guys. Thanks for watching.